Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror the card game today. This is Undimensioned and Unseen in my progression Dunwich run. This is with Agnes and Wendy. If you look in the links below, you'll see a link to my deck upgrade video where I go over the upgrades I put into this deck. I will note that Wendy has the Power of Imingazi out. It starts with 4 clues on it because there was 4 characters who survived the Dunwich Legacy, and then for a free trigger we can move 1 clue from the Powder of Imingazi to a brood of Yog-Sothoth at your location. An exhausted one. Meaning we're gonna have to evade. I went ahead and put Scrapper out on the table. I normally don't, but I always forget that I have it, so I'm just going to have it here to remind myself that I actually have it. Usually I kind of tuck it under her, but it also gets in the way of my nice, my pretty action trackers that I have there. So we have these randomized locations. We also have 2 of these, because we did so well, we have these 2 brood of Yog-Sothoth here. They're massive. They get plus 2 health, so they're 3 health, and cannot be damaged or attacked except by using the ability on Esoteric Formula, which we do not have. They do 2 damage and 2 horror. Okay, I'll read the agenda, but first let's go ahead and draw up our opening hands. So 5 card for Agnes. Alright, we're at a seeking we want to keep. We want to have ways to do clue stuff. We'll get rid of definitely the arcane studies. I kind of feel like I want the emergency cash. We'll get rid of the lucky, and hopefully, because we're going to try to draw into either a Peter or our clue spell or our fighting spells. So 3 more cards. We want that emergency cash to pay for the nice rate of seeking. Okay, we got a Forbidden Knowledge, we got the Peter, and we got the Delta Deep. So at least we'll be able to fight a little bit with the Forbidden Knowledge, using it to ping damage. Alright, so we'll shuffle these guys back in. Alright, Wendy drawing up 5 cards. Most she's going to be cluing and evading, I think. Oh, upside down. Alright, we definitely want to keep the Leo DeLuca and the emergency cash. The Lone Wolf would be nice for us to actually make some more. Actually, I'm probably okay keeping this entire hand. Perception will let us investigate to get clues. Guts will let us put past treacheries. And the Lone Wolf will be nice. We can move off and start to get some resources. The only thing is they might stick together at the beginning. I'm actually going to ditch the Lone Wolf because I know first couple of turns at least they're going to stick together. So yeah, we'll go ahead and drop another card. And we get another emergency cash. Well, I guess we won't have to worry about paying for things. Not right off the bat. Which is good. I guess she can use that on Scrapper if she needs to hit the evade on these brooded Yog-Sothoth, since she's only up by 1. Alright. Let's take a look at the agenda. Rampaging creatures. Reports of terrifying entities wreaking havoc across the countryside have caused the citizens of Dunwich to panic. Worse, the creatures seem to be invisible to the naked eye. Force, at the end of the enemy phase, move each brood of Yog-Sothoth enemy once toward a random location. We will determine the random location by rolling a die. Okay, 6-sided die, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is how we'll have these assigned. And I just realized we're missing a location connector. So, alright, pretty good. Okay, 5 new threshold. And then our act. The monsters tearing through Dunwich country are immune to traditional weapons. Only by reciting a particular incantation can the creatures be defeated. First, you must search the ruins of Wilbur Whately's home in order to find the final sections of the otherworldly script. Objective: only investigators at the Whately ruins may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. And we're looking for 4 clues, and we want to be at this location. And let's take a look at Dunwich Village. This is a random location, so is a 3 shroud, 1 clue location. You can take an action to resign. You hide from the creatures. You borrow some hounds to track the creatures by scent. An investigator at Dunwich Village may place one of his or her clues on any abomination enemy in play. Group limit once per game. Alright, so there's 1 clue there. It's a 3 shroud. I'm not sure how much I care about getting that out. I kind of feel like Agnes is just going to take a setup turn to get Peter out, Forbidden Knowledge, and Rite of Seeking. She can't get all of that out, though. But we'll get Peter out and Rite of Seeking with using an emergency cache. So we'll play an emergency cache for 3. For action 1. We'll spend the 3. Let's put out Peter Sylvester. For action 2, and then action 3, we'll spend 4. Let's put out Rite of Seeking. You know, I'm actually not going to spend the 4 for Rite of Seeking. We'll just put down a Forbidden Knowledge. And that gives us at least some way of potentially doing damage. Like a whippoorwill or whatever that comes out. It's not like we're going to be using Rite of Seeking right away anyway. Okay. So, Wendy, first action. She will spend... She'll put down emergency cache to get 3 resources. Then, next action. She will spend 5. Put down a Leo DeLuca, which will give her 4th action. Do we try to get this clue? I think we do, and we can pitch the emergency cache if we fail. So we will investigate. We are at 3, 4, 5 with a plan to pitch the emergency cache for a redraw token. Work by 2. Okay, that's a -1. She gets the clue, and we get to draw a card. Ah, Dr. Henry Armitage. Okay. We have 1 action left. We will spend 2 resources to spit out Dr. Henry Armitage. Since we've got the charisma, might as well. And then now we can actually make money pretty easily. Okay, so it's at the end of the enemy phase. We have to move them, right? Yeah. All right, so we'll move the top one first, and it will go towards location 1, which is where it's at. And this bottom one will move to location 5, which is Whately Ruins. Okay, so they're safe for the time being. Now we will refresh. To upkeep, Agnes will get drawn to the flame. Well, she's definitely set up to get clues. And then Wendy. Another guts. She's set up if we can get the Esoteric Formula to do damage, I suppose. Okay, and then we are at 1 doom of 5. And Agnes will draw Frozen in Fear. Put into your threat area. First time before the following actions. Move, fight, or evade. Each round it costs 1 additional action. At the end of your turn, test 3 willpower. To succeed, discard Frozen in Fear. That is unfortunate. It actually will slow her down. Because we can't play Rite of Seeking, move, and investigate now. Alright, and then Wendy will get Whippoorwill. Okay. Alright, Wendy's probably going to go out and explore, I guess. But we'll go ahead and exhaust Forbidden Knowledge. Taking a horror on Agnes to kill the Whippoorwill. And she also gets a resource. And she can do that at the end of the Mythos phase. And I think Wendy is going to go see what's at the 10-acre meadow. No, I think we're going to see what's Cold Spring Glen. I think it's kind of the... Yeah. Alright, so action 1, Wendy will move. Okay, it's 2 Shroud, 0 clue location. Each enemy at Cold Spring Glen gets -1 evade. And after the Cold Spring Glen is chosen as a random location, an investigator in Cold Spring Glen gets 3 agility. If successful, choose a different random location. So the idea is that it's you can kind of hide out a bit. Okay. Action 2, she's going to move up into 10-acre meadow. We're just exploring right now. Alright. 3 clues. It's 2 Shroud. And it's got a free trigger. You set a bait using a live animal. Each investigator 10-acre meadows may place one of his or her clues on an abomination enemy in 10-acre meadows. Group them once per game. So if they're both there with a clue, they can put 2 clues there. But here are our clues, our 3 that we need. And we can go to Whately Ruins and get the rest of the stuff. I think now we start drawing cards. To see if we can get like a newspaper or something. Of course, a newspaper wouldn't help us, being that we already got a clue. So maybe a flashlight would be excellent. So anyway, Wendy will draw a card. It's a cat burglar, which we can. We'll spend our last action to play an emergency cache, and then we can put cat burglar into play, and that's actually super excellent because it'll allow her to get away from broods. So. Because we have 2 charisma, we can have another ally out. All right, Agnes is she's probably going to draw a card first. Another copy of Peter, which we don't care about too much. She is going to draw another card, and then we're going to plan to play Rite of Seeking. Another Delve Too Deep. Maybe we should be delving. All right, and then she will spend 4. For Rite of Seeking. We actually could have moved to the Cold Spring Glen and then Dawn to the Flame, I suppose. But I do want to get some damage spells out. They're kind of vulnerable to enemies right now. Alright, so Contest the Frozen in Fear. She's at 6v3. Pretty good odds. +1. If she passes, Frozen in Fear is gone. Alright. Enemy phase, we will move the top brood to location 5. So he goes towards Whately Ruins. They really know where to go to mess up my day. Okay, and then the one on the right is going to go to 2. Okay, well, they're converging up there. But at least we can now get up to Whately Ruins and see what we can see as far as getting clues. Alright, so we'll refresh. Agnes will do upkeep. She'll get Chronophobia. So this is, I had to draw new weaknesses, add new weaknesses at the beginning of the scenario, and that's what she drew. So, I should just get a resource, however. Alright, and then Wendy will get a Lone Wolf. I think we'll just exhaust Henry Armitage to get 3 resources. Just more efficient. Alright, we are at 2 Doom. We'll get Attacking Attention, Surge, Revolution. Each brood of Yogg-Sothoth thought enemy in play moves once toward you. This is actually really good. They're going towards Agnes, and they can move this direction they moved that direction, which is away from Whately Ruins. So that actually helped us. She's being a good distraction. Does surge and goes into Avian Thrall. Okay. So that is not good, given that we can't really fight it. It's while Avian Thrall is being attacked using a ranged firearm or spell acid, it gets -3 fight. Okay. And that is engaged with her. Okay, and then Wendy will get Towering Beast. Attach bird and go exalt off enemy to an enemy in play. If that enemy is at your location, take 1 damage. Attached enemy gets +1 fight and +1 health. It's fine. Okay. So that bird gets it. Alright. So, doesn't look like we're clearing Chronophobia anytime soon. It's probably okay, though. Wendy can come in and evade, because I think Agnes wants to get to Whately Ruins to investigate with the Right of Seeking. Okay, action 1. She will spend 4 resources to put Cat Burglar into play. Then she will move here. She will engage Avian Thrall. And then she is evading at 5v3. And we will spend 1 resource on Scrapper to be 6v3. Since there are 2 -3s in the bag, it buys us another icon. Actually, the thing is, yeah, skulls are worth -2. So 2 up may be okay, but I feel more comfortable with 3 up. Alright, reveal another token. If you fail this test, take 1 horror. -4. She does fail the test. She does take a horror. Oof. Alright. Now, we'll put that in an Armitage. Actually, you know what? We will redraw. We'll pitch a Guts to redraw. We're up by 3. Gotta remember that I'm playing Wendy, and I get to do stuff like that. Just kidding. Okay, she takes horror. I swear, I reshuffled the bag. I mixed it all up. Alright. Alright, maybe Agnes just stays here then. I don't know. There's an advantage to, well, if we get the Esoteric Formula out, yeah, I think she just gets out of there. And we'll keep the Chronophobia for now. No, I think she just clears. Okay, first thing she'll do is Forbidden Knowledge. She'll take a horror. Take a resource from Forbidden Knowledge. And do a damage to Avian Thrall. She'll take 2 actions to clear Chronophobia. And then she's going to move down into the Cold Spring Glen. And then she'll move up to Whately Ruins next turn and hopefully do the investigate. Alright. Enemy phase. Avian Thrall is going to attack for a damage and horror. So I'll put a damage on Armitage and a horror on Cat Burglar. And then let's see. The first we'll do the Brood with the Towering Beasts on it. Okay, goes to 1, which is where he's at. And now it'll be the other one. Goes to 4, which is the Tanker Meadow. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so it has to move. Okay, and they are massive, since that's her location. So Wendy's got some issues. Alright. Alright. We will refresh them. Actually, she doesn't have that many issues because she can actually just Cat Burglar away from both of them. Alright. Alright, and then upkeep. Agnes will get Ward of Protection. And a resource. And then we have a double or nothing for Wendy. And a resource. We're not getting rid of that. That's one way to do multiple damage to the broods. Okay, we're at 3. We need to hurry up. Okay, and then Agnes will get the creature's tracks. Peril. You must either choose one. Take 2 horror, or spawn the set-aside brood of Yog-Sothoth at a random location. Huh. It's worth VP. I'm kind of overwhelmed at this point. But, like, this doesn't come back. The horror we don't care about because we just soak it on Peter. I am just going to spawn another one at a random location. Because why wouldn't I? Okay. So it's going to spawn at 3, which is with Wendy's location. There's 2 there now. This makes the skulls -3 now, by the way. Alright, and then Wendy will get... Each Bruce Yog-Sothoth in any play moves once toward you. So this one is now here. We're about to witness the greatness of Cat Burglar here. Alright, and then Wendy will get a Rotting Remains. Okay, so she will commit Guts to this, which puts her at 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. And we're not going to pitch double or nothing to redraw. Elder Sign, which just means she succeeds. But she does get to draw a card from Guts. So that's nice. And she gets a Look What I Found. So she can do some cluing as well. Okay, I think Agnes is going to go to Whately Ruins, play Drawn to the Flame, and then Rite of Seeking. And hopefully she'll have enough that they can start messing with these guys. Okay. So action 1, Agnes moves. Whately Ruins. Say 2 Shroud, 4 clue location. Each investigator gets -1 willpower, which is not great for her. And then you can also do a action to test 4 intellect. If you're successful, move Brood of Yog-Sothoth enemy 1 location in any direction. Alright, and 4 clues. So what I'm going to try to do is to draw into the flame to get 2, and then Rite of Seeking to get the other 2. And if we do, then I shall have enough that she can advance. So action 2, she's going to draw into the flame, and hopefully not draw an enemy, because that'll be really bad if she does. Okay, Towering Beast attached to a Brood of Yog-Sothoth enemy in play. That enemy at location take 1 damage. Okay, so we're going to attach it to the same one and just make him super big. Okay, so that we got a super big one to deal with. All right. Actually, she could have warded protection to that, and I think she will. Yeah, because that gets it out, right? We may shuffle the encounter deck, in which case it's probably going to come back later, but pretty rough one. Alright, so we'll put the horror from the War of Protection onto Peter Sylvester. Alright, and then for her last action, she's going to Rite of Seeking. So we are at 5 because we get the -1. 5v2 up by 3 is probably okay. And 1, she gets 2 clues. Oh, we got the 2 clues earlier when we Drawn to the Flame, but we will go ahead and spend all 4 clues and advance the act, which feels pretty good. Okay. So check the campaign log if Dr. Armitage survived the Dunwich Legacy, which he did. There. Armitage sighs a breath of relief, jotting down the last phrases of the formula. I have translated the last of it. He shudders as he hands you the script, the words conjuring forth memories of battle with the creature. I hope this is the last time I'll have to read it, he admits. But if we do nothing, the end result will be much, much worse. Each investigator puts into play 1 set-aside esoteric formula. So here's what esoteric formula looks like. Okay. It gives you an action to fight. It uses willpower instead of fight. You get +2 for this attack for each clue on the enemy attacked enemy. Use this ability only on an abomination enemy. So you can do 1 damage at a time, but this is the only way you can kill broods. And they each get one of these. You could also use it to kill, say, an avian thrall. Alright. So Wendy actually could start attacking one of these guys. She could evade, attack, but she only, well, she can evade and then put clues on it. Yeah, and then attack. I think that does make sense. What is the free trigger here? It's, place one of her clues. Okay. So she can place one of her clues on an enemy in play. Alright. So her first action is going to be to evade one of these guys. So she's at 4, 5, 3. Spend 1 resource. You can pitch, look what I found. So she's 3 up. Because the skulls are -3, we want to beat those. And she can pitch, look what I found. Alright, that's -2. So that's evaded. Alright, that's action 1. So then, for a free trigger, she can put clues from the powder of Benghazi on it. And she gets +2 for each clue. So she could be at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 6. She's going to put 3 clues. She can do the trigger as much as she wants. We're just going to get this one done, because getting one of these out of play is going to be really, really good for us. So, okay. So that's a free trigger. She put 3 on there. So now she's at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 v6 attacking. So she's going to attack. Elder Sign. She's successful. That's 1 damage. Now, we just want to move because this avian thrall is going to hunt, right? Yeah. She doesn't want to get whacked by it. So, but we only need to do 2 more damage to that one. So she will take another action. She'll use the action on Cat Burglar to disengage from everything. Again, does not exhaust. Okay. And then I guess we'll move up to the Blasted Heath because I want to see what's there. Okay, it's at the end of your turn. If you are in Blasted Heath, take 2 damage, or take 1 damage. It's a 3 shroud, 2 clue location. Get some clues there. And then for our last action, just gonna move here. Devil's Hop Yard, free trigger. You lure the creature into the thick fog. An investigator in Devil's Hop Yard may place up to 2 of his or her clues on the abomination enemy at Devil's Hop Yard. So we want to have multiple clues for a single investigator to do that. Group limit once per game. So this would be a good place for her to use Look What I Found. It's only a shroud of 1 though. So maybe she just straight up investigates and just gets the clues. There's 2 clues there. Alright. So I think we want to stay kind of on the north end side of things. Alright, so the avian thrall we're going to have hunt to here. I can go either way, because actually it's going to be the lowest intellect, which is Agnes, so it has to go this way. We could have it go down here, but then Agnes is a way to go get those clues, but that seems risky, so I'm probably not going to do that. Okay, and then this guy readies. Well, he doesn't ready yet, but he will. But anyway, whether he's exhausted or not, he moves. So we're going to do this guy first. And we'll move him to 6, which is down here. Okay, now we'll do the one with a damage on it. Let's see where he goes. He goes to 1, which is up here. And then we will do 1 more. Last guy goes to 5, which is where Agnes is. So I think we'll also go down here. Keep them together for now. And I think actually Wendy could go in and just kill that brood. Which would be nice. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's not a good idea. Let's refresh. And do upkeep. Agnes will get Arcane Studies. So if she needs to boost her willpower, she could. She's got lots of resources, so it's actually reasonable to get it out and use it for a booster. Okay, and then we have a sneak attack that Wendy could use to kill, well, to do damage at least to the immune thrall. So that's nice. Okay, and we are at 4 or 5 doom. We're about to get another guy. Okay, we get a whippoorwill at Agnes's location. And Wendy will get another avian thrall. That is kind of problematic. Alright. It's only problematic because I just don't want to leave there. But I think she wants to evade, move, and attack. The Broody Yuxothon to get it out of the game. Alright. So I think she goes first. Wendy will evade. She's at 5v3. She'll spend a resource on Scrapper. You probably ditch the Liquid Archon. Okay, let's pick a card. Maybe sneak attack if we fail. But anyway, we're up by 3. We're at 6v3. -4. We are going to ditch the Liquid Icon for now. I think we're okay on clues. I'd like to keep that sneak attack around. So we are actually going again. How many -4s are in this bag? Making sure I get it shuffled really well. Mixed up really good. -1. Okay. Thrall. So that was her first action. Second action, she will move in. Alright, the third action, we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 d6. Do a damage. She will attack. Okay, that is -1 for each brood in play, which is 3, so it takes damage. Okay, and then she's going to, last action, do it again. Pitch the sneak attack if we need to redraw, but she's up by 4, so it's okay. Basically just trying not to hit the auto fail. Okay. Good deal. Into the victory display, and our skulls are now down to -1 for the immediate moment. And because she ends at this location, she takes damage, which we'll just put on Cat Burglar. That's what happens to the last Heath. Okay. So Agnes probably moves Rite of Seeking. So the first thing she'll do is a Forbidden Knowledge. This is hard for Peter. I don't remember. Oh, that was from playing the Ward of Protection with the Drawn to Flame. So yeah, that was healed. And we take a horror, a direct horror, and a resource. That's the damage. And so she gets a resource, and then she'll kill the Whippoorwill at location. Trigger. And then she will action 1 move. Action 2 move. And then she will action 3, Rite of Seeking. So she's at 6v3. We could pitch our other copy of Peter Sylvester, but I think we're okay. It's only the -4 that hurts us. This one. Okay, cool. Alright, and then she will take, she gets these 2 clues, so we have clues to put on things, and we take a damage for ending at that location. Alright, so let's see, which direction do we want to go? I think this one's going to ready. This, we can have 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we can't. It's got to come this way. Okay. And then this one readies. So, kind of getting boxed in a little bit. We need to find a shriveling. Okay, so let's see where the big guy goes. 6, he stays where he's at. Okay, now this one, see where it goes. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so he just moves up here. Okay, and now we do upkeep. Agnes will get painkillers. Well, we do have a damage that we can convert into horror. She gets a resource. And then Wendy. An elusive. Pretty useful in this particular scenario. If she can afford it. Alright. We are advancing the agenda. An old pickup truck rolls to a stop among the weathered trails of Dunwich. The driver, Joe Osborne, calls out to you through a shattered driver's side window, the truck's engine still running. "It's over at the Eric's farm," he shouts. "Done blasted their place apart, poor Henry and Martha." You ask Osborne for the location of Eric's homestead, and it confirms your worst fear. For that attack to have occurred recently, there must be more of the monsters on the loose. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and spawn one of the set-aside brood of Yog-Sothoth enemies at a random location, if able. So, let's see. I put this one back with the other ones, but it goes in the victory display. But we are able to spawn another random one. So let's see where we go. 5. It's Whately Ruins. Okay. Okay. Alright, we have a new agenda. Biding its time. Forced. At the end of the enemy phase. Okay, so it's just the same thing. It's just got a 6 doom threshold now. So we're okay. And let's draw some counters. We get a Rotting Remains for Agnes, which is fine. We're at 6v3. Auto fail, she takes 3 horror. Ouch. I said it was fine. Put 2 on Peter and 1 on her. And then we're going to get the creature's tracks. Peril, we must either choose 1, take 2 horror, or spawn a set-aside brood of Yog-Sothoth at a random location. I don't think we want to do that, so we'll take the 2 horror. So we'll put 1 on Leo, and 1 on Wendy. Okay. So, we go in. We evade the avian thrall on Dunwich village. Let's see, is that an action? It is. No, it's free trigger. This one includes abomination gameplay. Okay. So I think she moves in. She evades and moves in on the brood of Yog-Sothoth and evades. Oh man, I don't think we have enough time for all of that. So we're just not going to do that. Okay. Cool. So Wendy action 1. Move in. Okay. She will then action 2 evade. She will spend a no, we'll just go up by 2. It's fine. Zero. Evaded. She'll spend 2 for sneak attack. She'll do 2 damage. I'm tempted to actually take a resource, but probably not. If she could attack this thing, she would be at 4v because she uses Esoteric Formula. She would be at 4v2, which is maybe okay. Yeah, she'll try to attack it to do damage to it. Now, I think we want resources to be able to play this elusive. I think she'll just take action. Resource. This is a spell, so Deviant's Thrall. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, Agnes, action 1 will move in. Action 2, she's actually going to spend 2 resources to put into play Arcane Studies. So she can boost her willpower if she needs to. Okay, she's actually at 6v2 to attack with the Esoteric Formula. She'll do an attack with the Esoteric Formula. That is a spell, right? Yeah, negative 3 fight. 6v2 minus 2 does a damage. And that's it. Okay, it will hunt onto her. This avian thrall up here will hunt. And let's see where all these broods are going. Move this one first. That is a 3, which hunts onto them. That's less than ideal, maybe. That's for wanting to do battle. Okay, this one in the middle will move to location 4, which is where it's at. And then the one to the right will move to 6. Moves down here. This is probably okay. Do 4 damage to it. And we do have double or nothing available to us. So. Okay. Agnes will draw Holy Rosary. Okay. So we get Abandoned Alone, and she takes 2 direct horror. You remove her discard pile from the game. Oh, rip the band-aid off. It's not like we had our amulet in play or anything. Alright. We're at 1 of 16. Agnes will get Altered Beast. If there's no Abomination enemies in play, Altered Beast can surge, otherwise choose an Abomination enemy, heal all damage from that enemy, attach Altered Beast to it. When you enter that attached enemy's location, or vice versa, take 1 horror. Okay, well, we will put it here. It doesn't have any damage on it, so fortunately it doesn't do anything. We just need to kill it this turn. And then Wendy will get a Whippoorwill. Okay, so that ends up being a little bit less than ideal. So I can use I think I have to use Forbidden Knowledge to kill the Whippoorwill. So this Altered Beast is a fight of 7, and Agnes is only 6v7 on this. She's gotta hit it 3 times. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. We could, if we evade it, and well, this trigger is any abomination enemy in play. So we could, so then I guess we'd be going in. I think we evade it, take out the thrall, put down the Holy Rosary, and then try to hit, because Holy Rosary will help. Okay. It's not as quickly as I want. Okay, at the end of the phase, okay, it has no secrets on it, so we discard it. Take a horror. And get a resource. And kill the Whippoorwill so that we actually can do things. Alright. Cool. Alright, now Wendy's turn. She is going to evade the Baruti Exothos. She is at 4. That's 5. D3 will spend 1 on Scrapper to be 6. D3. Oh, we can put clues on it. Yeah, we will. Okay, 6v3, 0. Okay, it's evaded. That was our first action. Alright, and she actually absolutely will put a clue on it. And we can put another clue. Use Agnes's clue to put on it. Nice. Okay. Now, Agnes is actually going at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10v7 up by 3 is pretty good. So she might just try to hit it 3 times. I don't know. Okay, oh, that avian thrall is going to come in and whack people. Oh, we should have healed horror up here. Yeah. Right? Because that was from the rotting remains. That was, yeah, a while ago. Okay. So second action. Could we double or nothing? We probably could, actually. Kill it this turn. Interesting. Alright. Second action, she will just engage the avian thrall. Tempted to just draw cards. Third action, she will evade it. This is so inefficient. Alright, we're just gonna up by 2. -3, and then she'll try it again up by 2. We're okay, like, just eating the damage and horror. This guy. -3. Alright, not a big deal. I should have spent on Scrapper. I just didn't want to lose that resource. Okay. Agnes is just going to... Let's see if we can do the double or nothing play first. I think that's relevant. So, first action, she is going to attack with the... She's at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 v7. But Wendy will commit double or nothing. So it's now versus 14. So she's at 10... Or 11 versus 14 because she gets the eye. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 versus 14. 15, 16, 17 versus 18 versus 14. So, yeah. So just to be real close, she's at 5, 6. And through resources, she's at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're at 18 versus 14 to do 2 damage with the double or nothing. Okay. And she gets -2. Okay, that's 2 damage to it. Alright. Then she will spend the next action. She's just at 5. And that was spinning on Arcane Studies. She's at 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. Up by 3. Commit Peter Sylvester to this to be up by 4. -2. That's another damage. Alright. And then she will do it again. Last action, she'll do it again, committing painkillers to be up by 4. -1. Okay, it's dead. These 2 things are gone. It goes into the victory display. And we are on our way. Okay, Avian Thrall is going to move in and attack Agnes. Oh, she heals a horror from Peter, but she gets another horror from that, and she gets a damage. She's at 2 damage. Okay. This avian thrall is going to attack Wendy. We'll take a damage on Leo and a horror herself. And let's do let's figure out where these guys are going. So this brood is going to go to stays right where he's at. He's really liking that. And then the one at the bottom will go to the Whately Ruins. Alright, upkeep. Agnes will get Fearless. Oh, we definitely needed that. And she gets a resource. And then, oh, we get a sneak attack for Wendy. And a resource. Okay, great. We're 2 down. And Agnes will get Ruin and Destruction. If there are no investigators at your same location as Brood Jokes off of, Ruin and Destruction gains Surge. Well, it does. Okay, so. Dissonant Voices. You cannot play assets or events. Okay, I don't think we were planning to, so that's probably okay. Well, we actually probably would like to have played Holy Rosary, but alright. Yeah, we could have taken a horror from this to put a damage on it. I probably should have done that, but whatever. We didn't know we were getting the Fearless. Alright. And then Wendy will get the Lupine Thrall. It's spawns the furthest location from you. He preys on the lowest agility, is a hunter, and retaliate. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we can put it anywhere. We'll put it up here. Okay, so they need to really deal with these avian thralls somehow. Alright, I think. I think Agnes just shoots with her. I think that's just what she's going to do. Alright, so she is at 6v2. She will shoot this one. Again, using the Esoteric Formula. And she'll commit Fearless. 6, 7, 8 v2. We want to succeed by 2 in order to get horror healing. Okay. That's -2. So she succeeds by 2. She heals 2 horror. Feels better. And that kills this avian thrall. That was her first action. Second action, she'll shoot the one that she's engaged with. 6v2. Is 0. Takes the damage. And then she'll do it again. +1. Okay. It's 2 damage. Alright. So, action 1, Wendy will engage the thrall. Action 2, she will evade it. Up by 2 is fine. I said that before, but we're at least being the skulls now. -3. Doing it again. I don't want to pitch a card. I don't want to pitch an elusive. To redraw. -1. Evaded. And then we'll spend 2. This is the reason I didn't want to invest. I'd have had to take an action to draw a card anyway to play Sneak Attack to do 2 more damage to it. So we just gotta do a last bit of damage to it, and it'll be gone over here. Alright, so this guy, that's here. We'll see the middle one will go to the 1 location, which is up here. So it moves under their location. Okay, we can just fight him, I guess. Oh, and this would have engaged. And then the other one on the right goes to 3, which is also where they're at. We need a convergence here. Okay. We still haven't had a chance to get this Holy Rosary down, which would help us so much. Alright, and then Agnes will get... Oh, there's our shriveling. Nice. And a resource. Not that we can get it down, but... And... Let's see. Wendy get another elusive. We're going to go ahead and arm touch that because we need the resources. So she just discards it. And this Dissonant Voices goes away. 3 of 6 doom. See, Agnes will get the Ruin and Destruction. Okay, if there's no, there is one. Otherwise, each investigator tests 3 agility. For each point you fail by, you take 1 damage. So this could really wipe Agnes out. She's at 4v3 because of Peter. So, there we go, 4v3. Might end up resigning here pretty quickly. Okay, we actually pass. Alright, and then Wendy has to do it. She's at 5v3. She's feeling pretty okay. She can also soak some damage too. +1. Okay. Alright, and then Wendy will get... Okay, each Brutus that you exile enemy and playing moves toward you. Okay, well... That is less than ideal. And then we get another one. Okay, well, it does nothing. And then we get Towering Beast attached to Brood. This one. Okay, and so she takes a damage. We'll attack. Unfortunate. Okay. So she could Cat Burglar out of here, but it won't help Agnes. I think Agnes just wants to put down the Holy Rosary. Although that Lupine Thrall is going to be a problem. Yeah, I'm kind of getting closed in here. But I think we just got to evade these 2 broods. So, action 1. Wendy is going to evade. She is up by 2. And we're okay with this. She's evading the big one. Not that it matters, but... Okay, that's -1 for each brood in play, which is 2. I would be investing in Scrapper if there was another brood out here. But since we're being the skulls. Alright, action 2. She's going to do the same thing. The other one. We could pitch the elusive, which I don't think we need to redraw. We'll do that. This one. Okay. Draw a card and get Quick Thinking. That is nice. And then she will draw another card to get Flare. Yeah, and we've got plenty of allies in play, so this really helps. Alright. Agnes is going to shoot the avian thrall here with the powder. Again, she's at 6v2. Last one is dead. She is going to spend 3. I wanted to put out Holy Rosary, but I think it's more important now to get out Shriveling. Now, can she take down? Let's see. I'm doing that because the Lupine Thrall. She's only at 6v6 to do the broods. I think we just need economy. I think we need resources. We need that Holy Rosary. Or we can move to the 10-acre meadows. And yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense. Then we don't have to do the Lupine Thrall. Okay, but actually if we're going to do that, then I misplayed Wendy's turn. Wendy should have moved. Okay. We'll spend 2 resources instead. The Holy Rosary. I lost track. I didn't do all my actions. Did we take a resource? No, we shot. Okay. And then we played the Holy Rosary. And then we'll move here. And then we can get those clues. And that's a much better place to be in for dealing with the these guys. Okay, yeah. So these guys are ready. He comes in and attacks, and we get a damage and a horror. But she can, she can just get out of the way with her cat burglar. Okay. Cool, and then let's see where they go. The big Towering Beast one will go to 5. So moves. You could have him move to Agnes' location, but I think we don't want to. Because we don't have... Oh, they actually each have a clue, right? And it doesn't have to be exhausted. Yeah, okay, actually this is pretty ideal. Okay, we'll move it there. And then... Yog-Sothoth goes to... This one goes to 5. We'll move him down here so we don't have to deal with 2 of them at once. Awesome. Okay, and then we can get clues. Okay. Alright, upkeep. Agnes will get... Let's refresh their counter, their trackers. Upkeep, Agnes will get Arcane Studies, which is good for committing. And resource, and Wendy will get newspaper, which actually might not be too bad when she spends her clue. So, and resource. Okay. And we are at 4 of 16. And Agnes will get Ruin and Destruction. We just had this, and this is really bad. Oh, we healed. It is horror. Alright, so, the no investigation single location of the brood. Okay, so she's just going to test this. Again, she's at 4v3. And I get Ward of Protection for that. Huh. Okay, she succeeds. Being 1 up is okay, I guess. Okay, and then Wendy will get Frozen in Fear. That's not quite ideal. Okay. So I think we use Cat Burglar to move away. And then the Lupine Thrall. And then we evade the Brooded Yog-Sothoth. So it doesn't hurt Agnes. And then we can play the newspaper and get more clues. clues. Is there a trigger down here for me? No, there's not, but we can do it up here. There. Okay, so action 1 and 2, because of Frozen in Fear. Wendy will exhaust the cat burglar, disengage, no lupine thrall, and move to disengage. Then she will evade. So she is at 5v3. We'll spend 1 to 6v3. Nice 4. We will pitch Flare to redraw. Last action, we will evade, spending a resource again. I think we'll go ahead. We'll commit thinking to this. Or, no, we're not. Just up by 3 is fine. 63. Okay, it's -2. Evaded, and now they can each put one of their clues. Okay. Agnes will spend 2 resources, action 1, to get a Holy Rosary out into play. Oh wait, we already did that. Oh, we wanted to get the Shriveling out. Now we're just going to shoot at the Broody Yolk Solkoff. So she's at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, V7, up by 3. That's good. -1. That's damage. Do it again. -2. That is another damage. Could write a Seeking, but I think we just want to get this guy dead. Doing it again. -2. Okay. That's 3 damage on it. Okay. This Lupine Thrall comes in and attacks Agnes. She will take a horror and a damage. Putting a damage on Lupine Thrall. And then these guys ready. And let's see. They don't actually ready yet. We'll see where they go anyway. That guy. We'd love for him to stay here, but the odds are not good. Alright, 4. 1, 2. Oh, he does. Awesome. You fool. And then the other brood is going to go up to the ruins. Okay. Oh, and Wendy should have tested her Frozen in Fear, which I forgot about, so I won't commit anything to it. Actually, yeah, Agnes, let's see, she's at 4v. Yeah, Agnes can commit the Arcane Studies to Wendy's Frozen in Fear. So she's up by 2. +1. Okay, Frozen in Fear is gone. Alright, let's do upkeep. Agnes will get Fire Axe. Resource, she doesn't really need the Fire Axe. we'll get Mr. Warren Rice. Do I want him? I just want the money. Yeah, the soak would be good, actually. That horror soak. We'll get him down. We'll go ahead and let Armitage get killed. Alright. 5 of 6 down. Agnes. Towering Beast. Okay, attach to Brudio Soft. Okay, she doesn't want to get damaged, so we'll just attach it to this one, which is unfortunate. But actually, I think she needs the actions anyway. Where she's at. Okay, and then Wendy will probably get Unhallowed Country. You cannot play ally assets. Treat each printed text box of each ally asset you control as blank. You turn just 3 willpower. Oh my goodness. That is super not good. Okay. Okay, so she loses her action from Leo. Alright. So Agnes just needs to do super things. Alright. So the first thing she's going to do is attack the Towering Beast again, or the so she only needs to do 1 damage to it. She's at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to beat 7, up by 3. Action 1. And Wendy will commit the quick thinking to this. Okay, 0. Quick thinking goes off. She'll just spend one of her resources to play a newspaper. Get a clue. Let's see. Let's put over the power since we don't do that anymore. Okay, but anyway, so this is dead. Goes into the victory display. These 3 broods down. They're doing good. Alright, now she will attack the Lupine Thrall. She is just up by 2. It's unfortunate, but... Oh, it's got Retaliate. She'll spend 1 to be up by 3. So she's at 6, 7 to beat 4. Oh, wait, no, I forgot about the Holy Rosary. She's up by 3, it's fine. Yeah, I was actually up by 4 before, so I didn't need to commit that quick thinking, but whatever. I think my math has been off, so I'm factoring the Holy Rosary. 74 is okay. Auto fail, alright. So, we take a damage and a horror. It retaliates, and we'll do damage back to it. Okay. Now we will spend 1 on Arcane Studies to be up by 4, because it would really, really ruin our day here to fail this. Elder Sign, of course. And he is dead. And we've only got 1 brood in play. Okay, I think Wendy just draws cards to try and beat this Hallowed Country. Although she should just try to get Wendy's clues at least. Okay, action 1. Just going to draw a card. Okay, well, that's what I found. I guess she can get lots of clues. Action 2, she's going to draw a card for willpower icons. Well, that's... Flare is good. That puts her at 5v3, which is pretty good. I guess we'll just go ahead and do the investigate. We're at 3, 4, 5, 2 because the newspaper. Okay, that is a +1. She gets a clue. Alright, and then end of return, she has to test Unhallowed Country. She'll commit Flare. She's at 4 or 5. She's up by 2, and we'll pitch a look what I found if we fail. -1. So she passes. Untitled Chapter is gone. And we get our Peter action back. Yay. Okay. So let's figure out where this guy goes. Okay. 3. So we could put him right onto them. Do we want to do that? Agnes would be going at 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 is not great. No, we don't do that, so we'll just move it here. We gotta get him up to the Devil's Hopyard, I think. Or we need just some resources so that she can boost. Alright. Agnes will get lucky. That's decent enough. And then Wendy will get will to survive. Well, if she can get her willpower up high enough, then she could just take one out pretty easily. Well, she'd need enough resources to do it as well. Alright. But we have to advance the agenda now. If I remember correctly, there's a pretty nasty test here, we have to take. Shift the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, of course. I don't think we're going to get a chance to play these delves, sadly. Okay, if this set aside brood of Yog-Sothoth, a lead investigator reads the following. Bleak storm clouds churn overhead, and a blanket of rain pelts the countryside. As the downpour grows in intensity, you take refuge in a half-ruined shack nearby. There's a flash of lightning, and in a brief illumination, you spot the outline of something large in the rain. Without warning, the distant trees bend, though nothing seems to be bending them. Moments later, a force with the strength of a truck crashes into your refuge. Spawn one other side brood soaks off enemies at the lead investigator's location, fabled in each investigator test 4 agility. The new spawned brood of Yog-Sothoth makes an attack against each investigator who fails this skill test. So, he is here, and maybe we're going to have to resign, I think. Because, well, it depends. Maybe we'll pass this test. If not, yeah, we're just going to have to get out of Dodge, I think. Because Agnes just does not have enough health remaining. So we're at 4v4. When I say she could pass the test, it's she could lucky it. Actually, Wendy will commit. Professor Warnweiss? No. Yeah, she's not. We'll just lucky it if we can. If not, then we'll just get out of here. Kill Peter and get out of here. Alright. That is -2, and so she will spend 1. To be lucky. She gets to draw a card and she passes the test. She gets aura protection. Alright. This is upgraded lucky. Now Wendy has to take this test. She's at 5v4. She's okay probably taking the damage, honestly. But she'll, she'll kill off Armitage. -2. -1. Yeah, -2. So she'll kill Armitage. And take a damage. Okay. So we get a new agenda. We get Horrors Unleashed. Each abomination enemy gets +1 fight and +1 evade. So this is going to be pretty rough. And I think really we just need to get to the Devil's Hopyard So you can put 2 clues on one of these guys. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Anyway, alright. So we'll do... Agnes will draw. Whippoorwill, which we're just going to have to run away from, I think. And then we get an avian thrall. Who's going to be a hunter. It's on. So I think we just have to get out of here and get to the Devil's Hopyard and then just hang out there and hope. Yeah. I don't think there's any other place. Oh, is there a place that blasted Heath? No, there's not. So. Alright. We've got time because we've got a 7 doom threshold. So Wendy is just going to have to evade and get out of here. Okay, apologies. I had to back some things up because I missed some things. I missed this Whippoorwill and I took a bunch of tests. It wasn't. I couldn't really salvage the game, so I just rewound back to where I was. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we need to evade this brood of Yog-Sothoth, and he is a 5, and Wendy is a 4 because of the Whippoorwill. So she's gonna spend all of her resources. Well. Let's see this word. She'll spend 2 resources to be up by 2. And then she'll pick the Look What I Found if she fails. Okay, she's 0. So she passes. Okay. Then I guess we will try to evade. We'd be at 5v4. Trying to evade. No, we'd be at 4v4 because of the stupid Whippoorwill. We'll commit Professor Warren Rice and spend the resource. So we are at 3, 4, 5, 6. Beat 4. And then we will commit. We'll pitch the Look What I Found. Actually, we're just gonna, yeah. -3. We will ditch the Look What I Found. Let's try again. This is, by the way, our second action. -1. Okay, cool. The avian thrall is evaded. Then we will move. And then we'll move to the Devil's Hopyard so that we can put clues and benefits, I think, and be able to defeat things. I don't think Agnes wants to stay here because she'll have to deal with the avian thrall. But she could take an action, the resource, play the shriveling, and then shrivel the avian thrall, and she would be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's worth it. Yeah. Okay. So action 1, she'll take a resource. Action 2, she'll spend 3 to play out her shriveling. Okay, I'm not sure what I missed there, but Agnes took a resource, played shriveling, and now we're shriveling. Okay, and we're at 5, 4 because of the Whippoorwill. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3 on the avian thrall and the shriveling. Okay, -3, so it's 2 damage onto it. It will re-engage her. Or it will engage her. And let's see where the broods move. So the brood that's on Agnes will go to 1. Which is up here. So there. Alright, and then this brood down here, 4. That goes up to Agnes, which is a big problem because that's an 8. That is an 8. Alright, she's gonna take 2 damage. There's no way around it. And okay, she will draw a card. Dark Memory. Alright. And resource. It's okay. Actually, Peter can probably soak it. But I'm thinking, like, they just need to get out of dodge. Okay, and then we got a Lone Wolf for Wendy. We're at 1 zoom. And Agnes will get Dissonant Voices. Well, she can't play her thing. She can't play her weakness. And we get Attract Attention. Each bird of you exalts the enemy and play moves 1 toward you. Well, that's actually really good. Because it gets this one off of Agnes. So, yeah, I was thinking I was going to have to resign. Okay, cool. It does surge. Into another one? I think those... they were paired together before. I guess my shuffling wasn't that good. But I'm going to take it. Of course, they're both on Wendy, which is less than ideal right now, actually. I'm not super enthused about that. Now that I think about it. And we'll get a Whippoorwill at Wendy's location. Okay, Wendy just got slammed pretty hard. Wait, yeah, this is location. Okay. So, oh, you know what? Wendy can just use Cat Burglar to get out of there. Yeah, which is what she's gonna have to do. Maybe we just go Delve. Oh, we can't Delve because of yeah, but I think we just Delve next turn. So Agnes will go first, and she will she'll shrivel this avian thrall. We can't actually delve yet because of the dissonant voices. But action 1, we're delving, or we're shriveling. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3. Okay. So we take a horror. We also kill the avian thrall. That's nice. Well, actually, yeah, we'll kill the avian thrall. Okay, and then we will move to the next location. And then we'll just take a resource. So we can boost our willpower as needed. That's our last action. Alright, Wendy will just Cat Burglar away. Action 1, she'll Cat Burglar away. Action 1. Action 2, she's going to move here, so they're together. And then action 3 and 4, she's just going to take resources so that she can will to survive if she needs to. So, seems good. Alright. This Whippoorwill hunts here. This Whippoorwill hunts here. And let's see where the broods go. Okay, 3. Oh, I was doing this one first. So there's where he is. And then the other one goes to 6. So he goes down here. Alright. And dissonant voices. Well, that doesn't quite go away just yet. Alright, so we need to put 2 horror on Peter, and then we could heal 1 from Dark Memory. So, alright. We're doing upkeep. Agnes will get guts. Okay, that's actually good. And a resource. exhausted. And a newspaper. No resource for Wendy. Okay. This voice goes away. We're at 2 of 7 Doom. And Agnes will draw Ruin and Destruction. So this is the one, there's no brood at their location, so it gains Surge, thankfully, because that could kill her. Rotting Remains. Okay, we're okay with this, except that, yeah, because we got the Holy Rosary. So we're at, with the Whippoorwills at our location, so we're at 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. Okay, that is -3, so we pass. And then Wendy will get Unhallowed Country. Okay, so all of her locations are now... This is blank. Alright, so is there any way... All of her allies are blank. Is there any way for us to get these brews? I think we just start delving. Alright, so Agnes will spend 1 resource, her first action, and play Delve Too Deep. And she will draw an encounter card. She gets the creature's track. So we must either take 2 horror or spawn a set aside brood of yolk. So well, we can't do that, so we have to take 2 horror. We'll take a horror on her. And put a horror on Peter. That horror on her we'll use to kill the Whippoorwill. Two, 4, 6, 7. She takes 1 more horror. It's over. Alright, Wendy will get Towering Beast. Okay. Okay. Then we will spend another resource and play a second Delve Too Deep. This one goes into the victory display. We'll draw Eager for Death. So we're going to take 2 willpower, increase the skill test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you if you fail to take 2 horror. Okay. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are at 5, 6, 7. We'll commit a guts to this. So we're at this is our second action. So we are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 6. Up by 3. -2. We pass and draw a card. Another guts. And I think we just resign. We got 3 broods and 2 Delve Too Deeps, so we got 5 victory points. And I think I could have, if I hadn't pulled that brood out earlier, I don't know. There's ways I think there's some things I could have done better. But overall, they did really well for starting with 2 broods in play and trying to get 5 total. 5 victory points, certainly something setting them up. And it's probably time to replace Agnes's delves. And of course, next we've got the infamous Where Doom Awaits. So to see if they just crash and burn on that one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you next time on Winging It.